So the other day I found this old 2x2 laying around and I noticed it had a bunch of residue on all the pieces, and this is because when I was learning tube blind I put a bunch of stickers on this cube, and this is what happened when I tried to take them off. So this cube was pretty much useless now, but I didn't want to just throw it away. I wanted to do something cool with it. So that's when I had the idea to make a 2x2 shape mod. You've probably seen these for sale all around, but today I'm going to make my own. So let's get going. So I started designing the parts for this shape mod. I decided to make it look like a cactus because I have green filament and it would be easy to model. So here's the finished design, and what I've done is I've modeled a cactus and then split it into 8 parts, like how a 2x2 has 8 parts. So it has like centers like a normal 2x2, like here's one, here's another, and it has all the outside parts of a normal 2x2, it just doesn't have the internals, because that's where the 2x2 is going to go. So if I take some of these parts away here, you can kind of see better where the 2x2 is going to go. So each of these little corners is where one of the 2x2 corners is going to fit, and then they'll all fit together and hopefully it'll work. So let's print it.
2,000 years later.
So it took almost 24 hours in total for these pieces to print, but here they are. But as you can see, just like I showed you, each of these pieces is equivalent to 1/8 of a 2x2, so 1/8 of the 2x2 will go in here, and same with the rest of them. So let's build it. So I did make a time-lapse video of me assembling this thing, but there were a lot of pauses in the video and I ended up running out of super glue, so I just ended up scrapping that. But here's the finished product anyways, and as you can see, it pretty much worked. Now the one thing I was worried about was that when I scrambled it, there would be turns that would be blocked because of these pieces on the edge. And I've already turned that, and it turns out that's not the case. So I can completely scramble this thing any way I want. None of the moves are getting blocked. So I can scramble it just like a normal 2x2. And it looks pretty weird. So I think the only thing left to do is solve it. So I've just moved the camera to a better spot, and I think this thing is pretty well scrambled, so now I'm going to take a shot at solving it. So I'm going to say that the bottom half of the cactus is like the white side, or the first side you do on a 2x2. So I know these two pieces can go together, these two, so that's like half of the first layer. Okay, so I just finished the first layer, and it looks like these two pieces are already solved. So now it's just these two. So that would leave me with OLL. So this must be, there's 2 OLL cases that have 2 pieces solved here and 2 pieces unsolved here. So I'm just going to do one of them and see what happens. Okay, so now OLL's done, and I just need to switch these two, so I'll do a T-perm. And there we go. Now it's solved again. So overall, this thing is no more difficult than a normal 2x2, obviously, but it is pretty fun. But yeah, that's it for this video, and if you guys have any ideas for what I should 3D print next, or just what I should do for a video next, then please comment down below. But other than that, see you in the next video.